Glith. There's V, there's N. Productions, Glunch Productions. We go down to the end. Explosion. So it's an explosion. So here we have a bunch of drones, and they're just staring into your soul. And then you look up at the sky, and then you see JC Jensen in space. Now, this is not voiceover, it's narration, but we don't care because look at these drones, they're just walking. They're walking around, and they're probably going to fuck each other. Oh, look, planet core collapse. The people don't know what to do, so they shrug their shoulders. And then the planet flippin' explodes. Look at that, the planet explodes. Oh, look, it's white. Oh, look, it's glass, but it looks like snow. But it's actually glass on Copper 9. But this is Earth, so it's snow. And look, the people are really frozen. And then guess what the drone does? Guess you were wrong. He pushes it. Oh dear, the person's dead. Thumbs up. They killed all the humans off and fended for themselves and created babies because reproduction systems and drones is simple as human reproductive systems because that's how babies look like. That's how babies are born, kids. And then there's something shooting at the sky and exploded into the thing. Maybe it was a bomb. Maybe there's World War. Who knows? Anyway, so they have a look, and it's a giant spaceship that looks like an alien, and inside of there are disassembly drones, here to kill all the other drones, because they don't like them. So they pick up their heads, and they show their sharp claws, and show their heads, and look, it's a head, and look, they have wings. They look like birds, because they're birds in the sky, and they're gonna kill them all, because they kill them all. Mass destruction, they pray to their Lord and Jesus, Robo J and Robo G, G-O-D, God, to try and get them. And yes, that says murder drones. And yes, it is a mountain of bones made of humans. Then it says bad thing. Then this is Uzi Dorman. She's a rebellious robo-teen. And she's not really real because she's made from AI. But then she kind of does hand gestures. Then she just doesn't know what she's doing. Then it says clicks her app title. But then she hides it. Then it's her railgun. Look how cool that is. Look, her friends are all worried for her safety. But she doesn't care. Look, she's explaining everything to her friends of how cool her railgun is. But everyone is afraid for her safety, thinking that it's going to explode. Oh dear, it's going to explode. The teacher doesn't care. The teacher's too tired for this because he hasn't had his Saturday morning drink. Oh dear, it is Saturday for some weird reason, and look at her showing her gun off. She's showing her gun off to the teacher. The teacher doesn't care. The teacher just thinks that Uzi's being a rebellious teen because she's 16 years old. So of course that makes sense for her. Because why would it not be? Oh dear, it's going red. Oh dear, it blew up the classroom. How sad. Oh dear, she had to go and get her. And here we have Uzi and her best friend in the railgun, and she's holding an ice pack. And these two girls are worried for her, but they're not going to say anything but laugh and walk off. Then Uzi sighs and says that her best friend the railgun, and then comes in a dude called Thad. Thad really likes Uzi. He has a crush on her, and he sees Uzi and thinks that she's really cute, so that's what he tells her. Uzi tells him to bite her, because her favourite catchphrase is bite me. So then Thad sits down and starts talking to Uzi and pretending to be friends, and that's her father, Khan Doorman. Look at Khan. Look how famous her dad is. Look at her dad. He's obsessed with doors. Anyway, this is Uzi, and Uzi's a daughter of Khan and Nori Doorman, and Uzi's his friend of the gun. Thad likes her. Thad has a crush on her. Thad wants to marry her. Thad wants to make robot babies. Uzi gets embarrassed by that because she just does. Someone is interrupting me talking about this. Anyway, so Uzi shows her only best friend the gun. Then Uzi gets up on a chair because she's short as hell. We love you, short queen. Anyway, so then Uzi explains to Thad how her feelings are only for the gun, and the gun only. The gun is her life, the gun is her partner. Thad felt disappointed that she'll never find a real partner and only be in love with a gun. How sad of Uzi's life. Oh dear, so sad for Uzi. Look how sad Thad is. Uzi then points at Thad's things, telling him it's best friend. Then she says, bite me, and walks off really grumpily because she's a teenager and says that she doesn't mean it and actually he likes him. Oh, maybe there's a boss ring romance there. Then we're back to the sky with the moon that looks like Saturn, and then it's 3 a.m. and then that says TikTok, and then that goes. I forgot to edit that part out. We're going to ignore that. Oh dear, we're back to the Saturn moon. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. Again, it says 3 a.m. Did I forget to edit that part out? No. What? Okay, we're going to ignore that. Anyway, Isa gets ready to go. She's going to go out to a party. Oh, look. Uzi stealing her dad's door key. A picture of Uzi's dad and her. Oh look, there's a door covered in ice. Lots and lots of ice. Maybe there's hash browns inside. Anyway, so Uzi walks, maybe to find some hash browns. Why am I hungry? I had dinner. Anyway, so Uzi goes with her best friend the railgun and her dad's door key. She gets in through the door key, but there's a warning that she can't get in because she needs hash browns. So then her dad's there, and her dad's all like, "Daughter, where are you going to go get hash browns?" Then Uzi makes up a lie saying she's actually going to go get McDonald's hash browns. Her dad went through the lie and laughs, saying that she can't get hash browns. Then she gets upset because all she wants to eat is hash browns. Why? God knows why she wants to eat hash browns. Only she wants to have hash browns because they're her own best friend. So then she looks at her only best friend gun and keeps talking about hash browns and McDonald's. And all she wants to do is eat hash browns and say, "Bite me." And the garden. Then she looks at her dad in the face, and I got an ad for Scary Movie 6. Anyway, she talks about hash browns, and her dad sees how obsessed she is, and says that maybe she can be obsessed outdoors. Then these people are eating hash browns and playing gym running because they want to, because hash browns are yummy. Anyway, Uzi talks more about hash browns, and then her dad talks about hash browns, and then they all talk about hash browns, and then he makes sweet, sweet love to a door about hash browns, and then he goes off at the door and talks about hash browns. Why do I keep saying the word hash browns? Let's talk about McDonald's and KFC and Weight Watchers and hash browns. And look, her dad's face is red, and it's red for a long, long time. She talks about hash browns and hash browns. And Uzi looks like she wants some Subway and some hash browns and hash browns. And look, these people are playing gym rummy with hash browns. And look, they're gonna open the door for hash browns. Let's go find hash browns. Maybe we should go get some hash browns. Yummy, yummy hash browns. I'm just gonna keep saying hash browns until it doesn't sound like hash browns anymore because this scene is too goddamn long and I can't think of anything else to say. So hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns. Khan's face, Khan's face, Khan's face, Khan's face. Oh, look, he's staring here. Uzi's out in the snow, and now she's walking around. She's gonna find some hash browns. This show is goddamn long. Look, the moon looks like Saturn. Okay, that says do not enter. I hate doing this. This is taking so goddamn long. What the fuck? Anyway, so then she starts walking and walking and walking and walking and walking until she finds a dead drone. Maybe they had too many hash browns. We're only 7 minutes in. What the hell? Can this thing already be over? And let's go eat hash browns. Look at the mountain of hash browns. We love hash browns. Oh my god, this is 27 minutes long. 27 minutes before my throat gives out. Then Uzi looks at a pile of dead bones, and more dead bones, and more dead bones, and more dead bones, and more dead bones, and maybe some hash browns, and then she turns behind her. Oh look, there's a white mark on the screen. Let's talk about the white mark that I never got rid of, because I'm a freaking weirdo. And I think I got rid of it eventually, but oh yep, there goes the white mark. Anyway, then Uzi finds some things and runs, maybe to go find hash browns. Why am I in the dark? Anyway, so then she sees hash brown. That is hash brown. Sarah designated hash brown, aka known as N. N for hash brown, because hash browns start with N, not H. That's hash brown, the person we've been talking about. So she throws something at hash brown and gets ready to shoot him. How long is this going to go on for? Because my throat's going to give out and I'm going to have to do a second narration. And I don't want to do another narration. And my throat's probably going to sound really awful because I need a goddamn drink. Anyway, so she throws us off the floor, says to hash brown, "I'm going to shoot you. Facebook, fuck off." And then hash brown comes to attack her. Because good old hash browns like hash browns. How long am I going to say hash browns for? I'm going to need a goddamn drink. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm probably going to connect these. Anyway, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns. I'm just going to say the word hash browns 50 times over because I can't think of anything. Hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns. Oh, look, and heads is gone. Hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns. This show is so goddamn long. I think I'm not going to do this show. This is going to be the only episode I do of this show because it's so goddamn long. I think if I did every single episode like this, my throat would give out every single time because this is only 10 minutes in and I'm getting already sick of saying hash browns. Yeah, that's N. N is hash browns. We like hash browns. Hash browns are yummy. Hash browns. Oh my god, is this show ever gonna fucking end? Who knows? He doesn't know who Uzi is because he doesn't know what a door is. Maybe I should just cut this into a really short video. My throat's already giving out. Oh my god, hash browns. Hash browns. Hash browns. Yeah, N's now saluting her like a Nazi. Hash browns. Hash browns. I'm gonna get my throat is actually killing me. Hash browns. Oh my god, hurry the hell up. This show is so long. This pilot is longer than my will to live. Why is it 27 minutes? God knows why. Hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns, hash browns. So to cut a long story short, since this is going to be the only episode I ever do because these are too goddamn long, Hash Brown and Uzi defeat all the bullies and her friends and win, and now she's staring into the sky. And then she talks about hash browns. Hash browns are yummy. I really hate doing this, so I'm not going to ever do another episode of Murder Drones ever again. Even though I love the show, and I might do one of episode 8 one day, but it's too goddamn long, so I'm going to stick to Amazing Digital Circus and Hell of a Boss and Has Been a Hotel. Look, it's the Earth. Look, and now the Earth is covered in goo, and blackness, and blackness, and blackness, and blackness. This is made by Liam Vicker.